quite literally right now, with the amount of information you can acquire on voters, the amount of data, computer programs, you've got politicians now with the ability to choose their voters instead of the other way around. And so what this is about is not letting those politicians who are going to be voted upon in these districts draw the districts, but to have an independent commission of individuals who don't have party affiliation, who don't have partisan politics in their background, who don't have big money invested in politics, having them draw the lines, and then having those maps go to the people to have the people ratify them. Because what we're talking about here is a crisis of legitimacy. What we're talking about here is restoring people's faith in representative government. And they've got to have the feeling that whoever the winner or whoever the loser is, that whoever's elected is there legitimately and speaks for them. And what we've got right now, too much in politics, are the feeling that this person doesn't represent me, or this person doesn't speak for me because the system is broken. And so we need to restore legitimacy. We need to restore impartiality and fairness because the people are sovereign. Our entire constitutional republic is centered upon that fundamental notion that people are sovereign. We're not divine right of kings. We're not aristocrats having the power. The people have the power. And right now, the elected representatives of the people are the ones with the power to draw the maps. So this is all about returning power back to the sovereign people. And so we shouldn't have a hard time agreeing upon this as Republicans and Democrats. I've got no problem going into any particular district and arguing that my ideas are better than Gilder Cop Hunters or somebody else's, and maybe I'm right and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm okay with making that case. The deck should not be stacked in one respect or another. And I think that's what you're going to hear a common theme about today is let the best ideas win. Let's have legitimacy going forward in terms of who's elected. Let's return power to the people. And with the information age exploding the way it is, we've not seen, Phil, a redistricting that's going to have the data and the programs and the sophistication that can be brought to bear that we can in 2020. We can't allow that to happen. We can't allow people's perception of congressional districts, state house districts be, well, this is the way the data was crunched, and this is the way that particular politician figured he or she can be best reelected. So we need to get away from that. I think there's a number of bills that will accomplish that objective. I'm happy to support whichever bill gets traction, but the bottom line is one of them needs to get traction. And one of the people that have been championing this over the years, my friend Gilder Cobb Hunter, a great example of bipartisanship. A few weeks ago, we stood up here in this very same place together and said that South Carolina should ratify the Equal Rights Amendment because that is the right thing to do. And I stand here today, a few weeks later, saying the same thing. We need to return to the people the power to draw these maps because you deserve the chip to elect your politicians. The politicians don't deserve to elect their voters. So with that, I introduce my friend Gilder Cobb Hunter.